I know this is completely a weird time for me to be going live, but I just felt so bad that I wasn't able to go live last night, and I wanted to go ahead and go live today because my daughter is actually still at the hospital. She's still in labor. They went in last night about, I think, 8 o'clock. And so I haven't heard from her in a couple of hours. So I think that means that they're working. Isn't that what that means? Oh, she's 5 centimeters. Woohoo, that's so good. So actually, that's not really good because she's been there for a long time. And I mean, I just got this this text like 2 minutes ago. So you have the latest information. She is 5 centimeters. So obviously, this is an intense time and we're really excited about a third little princess. But at the same time, it's crazy because we have the other 2 princesses and Kenny just went to go get them from the daycare provider that Corey has. That's wonderful. She went to school with her. And so she knows her really well and it works out really good. But we're going to get them tonight and then we're going to have them for probably a couple more nights. So it's pretty exciting around here. But anyways, I wanted to go live because I really wanted you to see some of the great things that I saw from Seminar. But we're going to start off with a recap of weeks. And if you are not logging your weeks in our weekly brag, I hope that you will do it because it's so important for all of us to see. We learn from everything. We learn from good weeks. We learn from not so good weeks. We learn from watching each other. And, you give other people grace, but sometimes you don't give yourself grace. So it's really nice to see what other people are doing to either, number one, you'll look and you'll go, well, see, she had an off week. Okay, so it's not so bad if I have an off week. Or you might see that she had a great week and you're like, wow, she had a great week. If she had a great week, I can have a great week too. So I hope that you will just open your mind to that and try to really get in the habit of logging your weeks. So congratulations to Sue Nolan on a $360 week. My week was $821. Jan Nelson's was $525 and Anita Keller's was $211. Thank you so much, ladies, for leading the way and for logging your weeks. Now you can see those people that have already won why is the July in here? I do not know why. I apologize. I should have upped that and I didn't even realize that it was off. I was doing this yesterday. And then of course the call came that Corey's water broke. So we need to get on it. But if you haven't gotten your purse, that was such a great purse. I'm so excited about it. But the new prize is the little game board, which I think is adorable. It's just so cute. Just this little dominoes and card game. How cute is that, right? Also to remember that in the entire month of August, you can submit these. And you know what? I had a girl that was here last week and what did she say? I'm looking for her because I took her picture, which I always forget to take an after picture. But I did take an after picture of her. And then what they say is what their foundation color is, and then also how they feel after their makeover. And, that's really the crux of how they judge it. So make sure that this is a perfect, I feel like the best way to get to build your business is not to worry about anything else. Don't even worry about posting. Don't worry about anything else because there's so many things that you could focus on. But if you just focus on getting product on people's faces, you will be amazed at how simple this business is. So very simple. If you will just get product on their face. So this is a great way to get product on people's faces, whether you do it virtually or whether you do it in person. This is a great way to get product on people's faces. And so, we have a scheduled makeover night on the 22nd where we're going to mail your people CC cream and a look card, and we're going to walk them through it, and then they can take their picture, or you can take their picture, and then they can enter. That's what you want, because the more numbers you have, the better off your odds are of winning, right? And if your customer wins, you win. But you always win when you get product on people's faces, whether they buy it or not, whatever. It doesn't matter because we win by practice, we win by experience. All of those things pull together. Okay, next, saved the date, September 7th. We're going to start at my house at 9:30. Instead of going to Columbus for a retreat, what I decided to do was just do a retreat training session, new product debut, all of the things wrapped into one on September 7th. That's a Saturday. We're going to start at 9:30. I'm going to have some coffee and some Danishes, that kind of thing. And from 9:30 to 10 is chatting, visiting, getting a Danish. At 10 o'clock, we're going to start promptly at 10, and we're going to be working with all of the new products. So we're going to have all the new products for the fall line. And so you'll be able to try all the product. And so you're welcome to have a guest come. Guests can come at 9:30. They can have some snacks with us. They can play with the new products. Then from 11 to 12, we're going to do foundation match training. That's one of the biggest trainings I ever get from people is I don't know how to match foundation. So that's what we're going to do from 11 to 12. So you can either match it on yourself, or you can match it on a guest, or you can do a little bit of both, whatever you want to do. But that's what we're going to do from 11 to 12. Okay. Then I'm going to provide lunch. So there's no reason for you not to come. I'm going to provide a light lunch. I'm not going to get pizza, I don't think, because I feel like that makes us tired. I'm thinking about getting a salad or something like that. Or like last time we had chicken salad and croissants, and that's great. So we're going to be doing that. And then from 1 to 3, we're going to do more business training, sharing, strategy, Q&A, lots of different things are planned for those last 2 hours. Now, if you can only come for part, that's absolutely fine, but just let me know whether you want to come for just the morning or just the afternoon, but let me know, because I'm very excited about this. It's just going to be our unit. I think that's going to be super good. So it'll be small, it'll be intimate. It's going to be casual, not like, ripped jeans, trashy casual, like sweatpants, but I mean, look cute, because you feel better, and I think I think you feel more professional when you look cute. So wear something cute, because it always makes it fun, and don't make it pressure, make it fun. And then we'll it'll be just us. But let me know, because I need to know how many chairs to set up, how much food to buy, all the things. Okay. All right. Now this is amazing. I hope you can enlarge this, because this is the diamond ring that we can earn next year for sales. This is the diamond ring. And I'm telling you guys, this diamond ring, this picture does not do it justice. It is beautiful. I mean, like beautiful. It has, it's like a rose gold setting, and then it's all those diamonds. So it sparkles like crazy. And then the setting is like rose gold. So it's just beautiful, beautiful ring. And you can earn this ring. You can earn it. And I will tell you, what you want to do is you want to focus on the ring. You want to focus on the $1,000 wholesale every month. In some months you will, and some months you won't, but you're going to create momentum if you just keep moving forward and you just focus on the amount of faces that you are putting this product on every week. If you just put the product on faces, I promise the results are going to come, and you're going to build momentum. So the first couple of months, like August, September, those are tricky. Christmas is going to give you a little bit of a push. And that's going to be helpful. But if you just consistently do it, you're going to develop momentum. And April, May, and June, you never know when the double credit month's going to come in. But April, May, and June, you're going to have momentum, because you're going to have all those customers that you put makeup on previous. So I'm telling you, you really want to do that. Okay. This is the $500,000 ring, and the long one is prestige ring. So when our unit does $500,000, I can either choose to have the one that's got like the leaves on it. When we do $500,000, I can choose that ring. Thank you very much. Or I can choose a bonus. And then when we do 800,000, that's when you get that long ring. You don't get that one unless you do 800,000 or more. Okay. Now I just want to show you some of the things. I just want to recap seminar for you. Okay. So we got there on Saturday, and then on who's watching? Who's watching? I'm excited that you're watching. Say hello so I know that you're watching. So we got there on Saturday, and when we got there on Saturday, we had nothing to do on Saturday night, which we were really happy about. And then Sunday, Abby and Ramona toured the Mary Kay plant, which was really fun. And if you watch Abby's interview with Ramona last night, you can and I sent the link, you can watch the replay. The plant is always a great experience. And then if you, next year, you'll be able to tour the offices, and you'll get to see Mary Kay's office that they set up, and it's completely set up. They haven't changed it in over 20 years since she passed away. It's awesome. But we had a pink party. And so everybody dressed in pink. And as you saw some of the videos that I posted, and if you didn't, go back and check them out. This band is ridiculous. We get them every year. They're absolutely amazing. We dance like crazy. They're so, so fun. And these were just a couple of the outfits. Abby and Ramona came up with us wearing pink wigs, which was super silly and fun. And I roomed with Jody and with Abby and Ramona, but you can also see Jenny Simmonsma is a good friend of ours and from Texas. And then Lisa Raup and her sister, Andrea, were a couple of great friends of our unit. And so they were dressed in pink, and we just had so much fun. Then these are some of my friends that I wanted to share with you. Since I was by myself, since nobody else from our unit was able to come, I sat with these three ladies, and I was so grateful because their director, Kelly, is in Colorado, and she wasn't able to come. So they adopted me, I adopted them, and it was wonderful. And then a couple of my friends. And I think you see that's Kim Mesmer and her husband, Mark. He was actually running for the House of Representatives. He'll be a national House of Representatives for his district. And then you can see Jenny, Susan, down there on the bottom right-hand side. My friend Suzanne from California. Susan is from Missouri. Mary Catherine King is from Indiana. And then my friend Nancy Polish, who's from Florida. And so she grew up in Montana, but she lives in Florida. And so that was really, really fun to connect with all of my friends. And for those of you who've gone to seminar, you know exactly what I mean, because it's amazing to me how you find friends super fast. Also, too, because I was on stage for the 6 most important things, I got this cute purse. I'm going to take this off so you can see it. I got this little cute purse. And then it has a detachable skinny pink strap, which is over there on my desk. And then it has that big strap. And this is detachable, which is kind of fun because you can make it shorter or you can make it longer, or you could take it off and you could put the pink strap on it. The pink strap actually looks really good on our white purse that we won a couple of months ago. So it's always fun to pick up prizes at Mary Kay. And this was one of the prizes that I picked up. Okay. So that's what I was on stage for. I got to go on stage all 3 days, 3 out of 3. I got to go on stage, which is super fun. And this is us getting ready for awards night. This was Sherry Palin, my good friend. She's $1 million sales director from South Carolina. This is my friend. My name's, I'm trying to talk too fast because I have to get this done before the kids come home. My friend, Paula Kelch up there. And then Joanne is from Minnesota. Paula Kelch is from North Dakota, which is so amazing that you have friends all over the country. I call them all the time when I need help, and they are so great. And they call me, I call them. It's wonderful. These are just a few of my friends. And then Shelly Palin down there in the middle with her hand on her hip. She's been in the company for 44 years, and her unit did 1.2 million. And then, of course, our own Abby Jones picked up another diamond ring, another diamond B pin, and Ramona picked up her first ring. And I have to say, the reason why I took all these pictures of everybody in the pink suit is because it looks good on everyone. It's super comfortable. It looks great with a black dress, a white dress, a hot pink dress. It was just really fun to see all the different colors that people put with it. Now, if you look at this with those little Hollywood lights, they have what they call the pink spot, hot pink or something. It's backstage, and that's just one small mirror, but there's like a mirror here, and then there's a bunch of little sample lipsticks in there, and then they have those big Hollywood lights mirror. It's so fun. And then over here they have coffee and they have cookies, and then over here they have a couch. And when you are on stage, in 500,000 or above, you get to go back there. And it's just so fun. It's just makes you feel like a movie star. It's really fun. I'm going to post some more pictures of that. And then you're escorted out by a good looking man. So that's really, really fun. He walks you out, and then you get to be greeted by National Sales Director Pam Shaw. This dress was incredible. As you can tell, it was kind of like that black doily material. It was off the shoulder, very tight. She's very trim if you know her. She's actually older than me. I can't even believe it. And then she had like a black bathing suit top here. It's like a strapless. And then she had like black shorts there, which sounds really weird, but it looked amazing. Let me see if I have a better picture for you. Okay, I'll show you another picture later. But yeah, she looked like $1 million. Okay, so that was that. And then this picture is actually of Ryan Rogers. And I did not realize that I messed this up. I messed up this picture. I didn't realize that it was wonky like that. Let me see if I can. I don't know if I can fix it. I don't think that I can. Let me see. I'm going back. Just a second. Oh, we're going to come to it. It's going to be better. Yeah, I think. I don't know why it's showing that picture. Oh, wait, here we go. Oh, I didn't make it smaller. Let me see if I can update it. I don't think it's going to show it over here, though. Let me see. Yeah, it's not going to show it over here. Okay. Bummer. All right. So this is a picture of actually Ryan Rogers. And let me take this off. Let me just take this off. And then I'll see if I can do it better. We're going to take that off. Yep. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. It's happening. It is happening. I'm so excited. Good. All right. I think I can make this happen. Okay. Let's see. I updated the slide and now we're going to see if we can show it to you. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, maybe it won't let me do it since we're live. Oh, it is letting me do it. Okay. All right. Let's fix this. All right. So we already did that one. Next one, me and Pam Shaw. Awesome. And then this is Ryan Rogers, which I'll post more of these pictures again. And Ryan was so cool. He talked about how every year their family does a reunion. And he talked about how this particular year they had 100 people who actually attended the reunion. And it was just so cool to me that picture. And so that's why I took a picture of Ryan on stage, which is Mary Kay's grandson. And so he talked about how there were over 100 attendees at their family reunion. And this was a picture. And this is important to me because this is my family. And this is what he said. He said, this is important to me because this is my family and this is my legacy and you are a part of it. And I thought that was so significant, especially with some changes that we've recently seen with other direct sales companies. He talked about how a long time ago, back in, I think it was the early 90s, what his dad did a leveraged buyout. So they took out this big loan and bought all of the stock off the stock market, all of Mary Kay stock off the stock market, so that we would be completely in control of everything. We didn't have to answer to stockholders. And what we've seen that have happened in other direct sales companies would not happen to us. And he talked about how that was a leveraged buyout to protect us and the status of independent business owners. He also talked about in 1980s, they developed a robot packing plant, not the manufacturing plant, that's new, but a robot packing plant that was built in the 80s, and it's still state of the art today. The bold and strong processes that they are working on right now to reach all those people in the digital land. He goes, we're looking for ways to help new customers find you. And I thought that was so great, because if you've been to seminar at all, or if you've been around the company at all, if you've even read Mary Kay's autobiography, if you haven't read it, you totally need to. It talks about how much the company did everything to create an opportunity for us. And they always go back to that. And one of the mottos that they recently introduced was products that are easy to use, easy to learn, easy to use, and easy to sell, because that's what their number one thing is, to make a product and make a company opportunity is high on their level. Okay. So these are some of the notes that I had about Ryan. Next, this is Jessica Bear. Jessica Bear is Mary Kay's granddaughter, and she runs the Mary Kay Ash Charitable Foundation, and she shared some stuff with us. It was amazing. The Mary Kay Foundation is creating a healthier, safer world, and they have stories of women who are overcomers. Since 1996, we have over 28,000 domestic violence shelters that have gotten $20,000 grants. We also have research grants, 208 research grants for doctors. So every year, Mary Kay chooses 13 doctors that get grants to continue their research on cancers that affect women. The goal is that we have 100,000 by the 30th anniversary. Okay, so that's the goal for the domestic violence shelters. And she talked about how 14 women will experience abuse. We've donated $57 million to shelters. They also had a woman there who literally was shot by her husband while she was in the house, while her children were there. And they were a very successful family. They built this really big business. He shot her 3 times, then shot himself. And she shared her story about how Mary Kay and the domestic violence shelter that she was in helped her and got her back on her feet. And she was live. Her video was live. And then she also was there live. It was incredible. It was absolutely incredible. So, when you are supporting our products, you're supporting these kinds of things, which is so ridiculous. I mean, great. Okay. This is Nathan Moore. Nathan Moore, as we've seen, we're pretty familiar with Nathan Moore. If you watch the company videos and stuff like that, Nathan Moore is in charge of sales development. And so Nathan Moore talked a little bit about, where's Nathan's stuff? Nathan started with the company when he was 28 years old. He was, I don't have it on here. Why did I not? He was a corporate lawyer when he started the company, and he remembers riding to school with his friend because they used to what do I want to say? They used to carpool, and one of his friends worked at Mary Kay Cosmetics, and one of his friend's dad, and the friend's dad used to always talk about how much he loved working for Mary Kay. He said he started at Mary Kay as a staff attorney when he was 28 years old, and he said he was just thrilled because he'd always heard about Mary Kay his whole life because he grew up in Dallas. He said strength, grit are what equals success, and obstacles become stepping stones when we really want to succeed. He said, Mary Kay is a safe harbor. He said, we don't walk away from what made us great. It's a beacon for people who want to build something. Some people who want to work plus serve others with a higher goal and a plan for more. You are the reason we are here, he said to us. We are gold medalists, the number 1 2 years in a row, because we are number 1 in sales of skincare and color cosmetics 2 years in a row. Okay, so these are some more pictures of me and Pam Shaw because I wanted to show you her dress because it was killer. I also wanted to show you this woman that she's holding hands with. This is the number 2 consultant in sales. No, she was the number 3 consultant in sales, meaning she sold over 100,000 last year. She's only been with the company for 2 or 3 years. And I just want you to see that she doesn't look like Barbie. Don't you think that's significant? The top 3 people do not look like Barbie. Now, I found that fascinating. Pam Shaw's speech was off the charts. I posted the YouTube video of it. I can post it to you where you can just listen to it. You don't have to have it on YouTube. But she talked about when she left teaching, and she talked about how she could hear the teachers whispering behind her back. And she heard them say she thinks she's going to make a living selling lipstick. And she has, and she said, at the time, I had no idea what I was doing, but I just knew that it was time for me to leave teaching and go into Mary Kay full time. She goes, so these women were talking about me and kind of making fun of me behind my back, but these were the same women that talked about hump day, finally Friday, and how many years that they had till retirement. Why would I care about somebody else? She goes, what somebody else's doubt about you is no indicator of your success. Thank goodness she didn't listen to those people, right? So she said, I made important decisions early and then I managed those decisions. She said, Fear establishes boundaries on your freedom, but when you do what you fear, you become more free. She talked about investing in your thinking, invest in emotional management. She said, jealousy shows what you want. I felt good about that because I can get jealous really easy. But she said, your behavior never lies. Discipline is real self love. That's so true. And that's true. Discipline is really self-love. I mean, honestly, there's so many times where I don't want to do something that everybody else is doing, and then I feel bad that I'm not doing it. But self-love is doing what you want to do. And she talked about watch what everybody's doing and then do the opposite if you want to be successful. Let's see what else. It's never too late to become what God created you to be. When isolation abounds, self-doubt also abounds. When everything is a priority, nothing is a priority. In a struggle, ask yourself, what do I need to learn from this? The future you is depending on your current you to show up. And this is what I loved. Nobody is coming to tell you to turn off the TV, to eat better, to drink better. You have to rescue yourself. So true. And she said, I have a God-given exceptional life, and I'm grateful that I've chosen how to invest it well. I'm doing like such a quick synopsis of her speech, but I implore you to listen to it, and honestly, listen to it every day, because it's going to make such a difference, because you have to change your mindset. And the normal mindset is not going to be this strong, and it's not going to be this positive, and it's not going to create the life that you want to have. Pam Shaw, her speech is good for anyone, Mary Kay or out. Okay, let's our next speaker. All right, this is Lisa Madsen. Let me tell you a little bit about some things that Lisa Madsen said. Lisa Madsen picked up her plaque that said that she has earned $16 million. She came in about a year before me. She's about the same age as me, and she's also retired. She talked about how we need to believe in the company, the product, and the opportunity. She goes, so many things have come and go, but we are the gold standard. She said, make an affirmation tape, a gratitude journal, and track your activity. Book, coach, and team build. She talked about Danny as one of her consultants that's a middle school teacher. And she was called into the office, and they told her they were going to let her go. She had no warning, and she knew not at all why. She said, Mary Kay is the backup plan I didn't know I needed. And I thought that was so, so good, because you never know when you're going to need a backup plan. And Danny just came into Mary Kay for fun. But Lisa's story is fabulous too. I'm going to post all of them, and you can listen to all of them. She also quoted JD Vance when she said, where we come from, we don't get to choose, but what we can choose is who we become. So good. She was so good. All right. And the other thing she said, after 16 million, wait a second, I'm closing the door. She also talked about all the $16 million, and she talked about how her kids live all over the country. And every year, her and her husband pay for the kids and their grandkids to come to Florida and stay for a week. And she said, we pay for everything. And in the house is a sign that says, Grandma and Grandpa's house, where cousins become friends. And she teared up, of course, when she said it. Now, the reason why I tell you that is because I'm always blown away by how much money these women make and what they choose to value. Always, always incredible. I just cannot say enough about it. All right. Shelley Palin. This is Shelley Palin. This is a terrible picture. She did 1.2 million. And the thing I love about Shelley Palin is a long time ago, we were running late, and her husband had driven to Dallas, and we were staying at the same hotel, and she grabbed us. She did not know me at all. And she grabbed us and she said, get in my car. And she said, you can come with us. We'll drive you over. Just so nice. That's how Mary Kay people are. She's been in Mary Kay for 44 years. Her parents were farmers. She came from a very small town. She said, you have to fight for the life that you want. You have to stay in action. And what would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? Your goals need to be SMART. That means they need to be specific. They need to be measurable. They need to be, I can't remember the A one. She needs to measure. You have to, when you listen to it, you can tell me. And she said they need to be real to you. What you believe is what real is. Strategize. Success is a planned event. And she said, if you just focus on the little things, the big things will come. If you do 8 faces a week, and 8 faces a week, I don't care if they buy it or not. I don't care what they do. 8 faces a week gives you 32 faces a month. 32 faces a month gives you 384 faces a year. If you just focus on the small steps, the bigger things are coming. And if you can't see 8, then do 2. And then once you do 2, you could do 4. Once you do 4, you could do 8. And you're going to build momentum. And your skill set is going to be better. And the hardest ones that you do are the first ones. I cannot overemphasize that. The hardest ones you do are the first ones. I'm telling you. Okay. Consistent activity over time is what's really going to get you there. Roll up your sleeves and work until it's done. And that was truly it. And what you don't see is she has a husband and 3 sons. And to hear all 3 of her sons talk about her and her husband talk about her, it was beautiful. It was a beautiful thing. Okay. I'm going to pull this down. All right. So is there any other things we need to talk about? No. All right. So that's basically everything that I have for you. All right. So your newsletter is almost done. It's going to be posted soon. Well, our events are on Thursdays. Those are also posted. And then I want you to understand something. I personally am committed to 30 faces a month. And what I'm doing is I'm just getting opinions of the new skincare. If they buy it, great. If they don't buy it, I don't care. I just need opinions. And all I'm doing is I'm sending out the little 3-piece sample that sells for $1. I put them in a mailer, and then I set a time for them to get with me online to go over it. I currently have a pretty big party, actually. Well, actually, I have 2 parties scheduled for next Wednesday, the 11th. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go live on YouTube, and I'm going to put a bunch of people in there. Okay. So right now they're in a Facebook group, but when they go to watch on Wednesday, they're going to be watching on YouTube. Now, why am I telling you that? I'm telling you that because I want you to know that you too can put your people into those events that I'm doing or not. It's completely up to you. But if you can just get focused on making a list. And I went through all of my friends on Facebook and I made a list. I just sat there and scrolled. I went through all the people that commented on any pictures that I've ever had, and I made a list. And my spiral notebook is right here. And I have a lot of people on this list. And I have a lot of people that said no thanks. I have a lot of people that said all kinds of stuff. But you know what I looked at? I went back and I looked at all the things that have grown our business. And you know what has grown our unit over this past year is people that tried the product. And I want to leave you with this thought. A long time ago, it was my first class reunion, like my 10-year class reunion, and I didn't go. And I heard it was really fun and all these things, but I didn't go. And then when the next one came around, 15, 20, I don't know. I found some people and I remember somebody saying, why didn't you come? I said, because I was afraid I wouldn't have anybody to sit with. And they said, are you kidding me? You were afraid you wouldn't have anybody to sit with? And I said, yeah, that's literally why I come. When I think about people inviting me to church, I'm not going to go by myself because I want to have somebody to sit with. When they invite me to events at church, why do I not go sometimes? Because I want to have somebody to sit with. Now, what does that mean? That means I need a personal invitation and I need somebody to help me feel comfortable, right? That is exactly what we do. We give them a personal invitation and we prepare them and tell them what to expect, whether it's virtual or whether it's online. And the more that we tell them about what to expect, the more comfortable they feel, and they feel like they have somebody to sit with. And if they feel safe and if they feel comfortable and we overcome their objections, I don't know if I want to buy it. I don't know what to wear. I don't know if I can come. I don't know if I have a ride. I'm going to forget. If it's online, they're going to forget. I'll just guarantee you that. All of the things. What they're doing is doing you a favor. And if they're doing you a favor, they will push through those things and do it. But they need encouragement from you. I want you to think about that. They need encouragement from you. So what does it start with? It starts with a list And then the next step is scripts. And I have gotten scripts from Abby, who got them from Lindsay, and Lindsay gave them to Abby, and then Abby tweaked them a little bit, and then Abby gave them to me, and I tweaked them a little bit, and I will give them to you, and you could tweak them a little bit, but they really work. And they are for birthdays and for getting an opinion of this new skincare. And if you will do the mundane things, the things that look boring, that aren't fun, that are not sequin dresses, that are not diamond rings, that are not girlfriends going on a trip to Dallas, if you will consistently do the mundane, simple things over time, you will build momentum and you will build a Mary Kay business. And what you need to decide is what your goal is. Why do I want to do this? I'll tell you why I want to do this. I want to do this because I want to go on the top director trip, and I'm trying to remember where it is. I know it's, I always forget the name of it, but it's in, where is it? It's a European country, which is the reason why I always want to go, is because I always want to go to Europe. Because not that I want to live in Europe. I'm not one of those people that think Europe does it better. I just think it's cool and fascinating because it's old. So I'm looking at my pictures. Where is it? Just a second. I know part of it, the extended trip is to Prague, and the original is Budapest, Hungary. I knew it started with a B. It was right here on the top of my date book. That's really bad that it's not all over my house. It's actually across the room and I couldn't read it from here. Okay, so next year the trip is to Budapest, Hungary. Okay, so that's my goal. That's what I want. Why do I want it? Because if not now, when? I'm 62 years old. My husband is 71. If not now, when? Mary Kay is going to take us there and have us stay in a 5-star hotel room and tell us when to get up and what to wear and how to get dressed and all the things and make me feel comfortable. That's what I want. And is it worth doing the mundane things of texting people and listening to say no? Yes, it is. It is to me. 30 faces is what I'm focusing on. And the reason why I'm doing it is because I want to take Kenny to Budapest, Hungary, and go on to Prague. Now, what do you want? Whether it's to pay off your visa bill, I already did that. Whether it's to pay for Christmas presents, I've already done that. Whether it's to pay off your house, I've already done that. So as you achieve goals, then you set new ones. And I'm here to help you and keep you emotionally supported and help you strategically learn the skills of this business. Don't think they're going to drop on your head. They're not. Just like anything else, just like riding a bike. First time you fell, you didn't say, well, I guess I suck at that. I'm never going to try it again. No, you kept going. And because you kept going, somebody else who was watching you kept going. And that's exactly what you're doing in this business. I'm living proof of it, but I'm grateful for it, but I want to help pass it off to you. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching. Thank you for giving us a very successful year last year. And let's go on to make an even more successful year this year. Love you guys.